So, Jackalor, give me a luck die. Die is good.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
Okay. Um, After your son goes, he comes back after a day and a half, and I assume being a paranoid parent, you check his stuff.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. One of the give me a perception investigation. I'm gonna roll for him hiding. I set a higher difficulty because this is gonna be harder to hide.
You said 6?
For
Difficulty?
you at 6, yes. For him it's gonna be. And he failed it, so eventually you find in the closet, and that hoodie has bullet holes in it. And a few splatters of blood.
I knew that already. I lied.
It's hard to tell whether he got grazed or whether it's someone else's, but that definitely looks like a bullet hole.
Oof. Is there blood around the bullet hole?
Yes, there is. The splatters are specifically around, some of them at least, the bullet hole.
Ooh. Like if I had that shirt on or something, where would it be on the body?
Like on your wrist.
Okay, so it's not like
It's not a gut shot or anything, but it's hard to tell. Um, do you have experience with forensics? You do a bit, right?
yes, I have one that of science.
And you have lots of investigation as well from looking at various. Give me an intelligence investigation roll. This is like literally what you do. Well,
Difficult 6, I assume.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to know for sure, but you're reasonably sure this would have been.
Second.
You have specialty. What specialty?
Analytical.
Sure, I'll give that to you. You're reasonably sure. I mean, there's like a 5-10% chance you're wrong, but you're almost sure that that would have been a solid hit that probably would have penetrated all the way to bone.
Ow. Well, it's probably not my son's hoodie after all. Because he'd be dead then. Right?
I mean, he was gone for a while. He might have gotten patched up at some street docks and might just be hiding a bullet wound. He hasn't been wearing very revealing clothes of late.
Ooh. Can I attempt to roll like manipulation, empathy, or manipulation expression to get him to tell me what happened?
You can. This will be at an 8. And that's if you confront him with the hoodie.
What?
It will be at. Let's see. What do you want to use? Expression?
Yeah, expression.
I'll let you make a case for. Essentially, he should tell you, but it's gonna be at an 8, and that's if you confront him with, hey, I know what this fucking is.
Yeah, I'll roll that. Can I spend a willpower on this?
Sure, you can.
Good thing I spent that willpower.
Okay, Jackalor, I'm gonna need a luck roll. Okay. You see his fists clench and unclench, and he just pushes out through his teeth. You went through my stuff?
Only because you were gone for multiple days.
You just don't get it. You're just such a blind fucking drone.
If you explained to me, maybe I would get it.
Fuck, Dad. You have no idea what's going on.
I'd have more idea what's going on if you told me.
Listen, I can't tell you I have responsibilities, okay?
I understand. But as your father, I do want to know what you're doing, but I won't pry anymore if you don't want to tell me.
Okay, give me a manipulation empathy for the guilt trip.
Difficulty 7 or 6, I mean.
6, sure. I'm gonna roll his willpower to resist.
Holy shit! Holy fucking shit!
Okay then.
Oh shit.
You know what? Fuck you, Dad. Fine, I'll show you. And then
Ooh.
your memory goes blank and you wake up shivering in the closet, your mind gripped by the remnants of primal terror. Congratulations, you found one! It's a baby Arun! Congratulations!
Baby Arun. I love my son already. He's the best son I could have. Fighting for Gaia, like a real servant of Gaia.
Like a real child soldier.
Yeah, that too.
Best not to ask, allied. A few. They're not that common down this far south, I think. At least ones that aren't part Coyote. But a few. But yeah, you have no fucking clue what happened there, because I think your willpower isn't high enough to reach the point where you start to be resistant to delirium. Yeah, now you... No, not a fucking clue.
Yep.
Wait, what level was it that you start to have ideas about?
8
Oh.
to 10.
Oh shit, Jack Lord, you need to kill your son though. Seriously.
But that's his family. You can't kill family.
Okay.
He's not his family anymore. He's a monster.
So, Jackalor, when you make your way out, your kid's ripped clothing is scattered on the floor, and when you go up, his bag and his clothing is gone.
There he goes again.
He'll be back.
And he might bring friends.
What kind of fucking dad are you, Jack?
I mean, he's much like yours. He's just giving him a chance to come back to him.
Is Jackler my real dad?
Probably. Totally.
I mean, I think the ages might line up.
Well, I'll be right back. Gonna grab some food from the microwave.
Okay. Well, Demi.
What's up?
So, there is a person that wants to meet with you in the evening as well. He says he's a sometimes business partner of your father's, and he would like to discuss going into business together.
I'd be glad to meet him. I I would ask him if we should have a friendly dinner meeting, essentially, whatever that actual term is. Just basically go out in a nice place and talk and have a nice meal at the same time. It is dinner time.
Oh, I don't know. I think it might be better if we handle this in private. Live reasonably close to the city center, right?
I do, yes.
I could have my butler arrange for some food and we could discuss business matters in but go over the papers and not worry about people spying on us. This city is lousy with immoral business practices.
I take a quick remembrance to drive by. Yes. Very very well. We shall be arriving soon, then I presume.
How about tomorrow night? I will give you a time to get your papers in order and for me to do the same.
Very well. It will be glad working with you.
Okay.
Hopefully.
So, okay then. The next night comes around. He arrives and
Place is cleaned.
yep.
Place is real nice.
He has arranged for a range of the kind of food that you can sort of take a bite out of while discussing business without making a huge mess, you know?
Right, right.
Something suitably high class, but you know, more finger food than a solid meal. It looks like he's planning for a nice long working dinner. And
Understand.
he has like several folders of papers ready as well.
Yeah, I have my own things ready. So, what would be on your agenda then? Or in the discussion of this business matters?
Well, you are currently running a financial consulting firm, and you have managed to build a rather reasonable team in a short amount of time. And, well, I would like to expand into that area as well, so I was wondering if we might consider a merger.
A merger, you say? Would I, like, he introduced himself and stuff, would I know his company or whatever in terms of what he wants to merge?
He probably has a small corporation that essentially covers a range of things. Probably started with something suitably mundane, like making cans for tuna.
Right.
But, you know.
But, so, essentially, my company is bigger than his, right?
No, his would actually be bigger at this point, but essentially your company is just doing one thing. So he would essentially be trying to make you into the financial consulting branch of his corporation. You would get probably an appropriate amount of shares, a seat on the board, potentially, etc., etc., etc.
Right. That is something like a tempting offer indeed. With your rather large sized company,
The
maybe.
bird has. Well, give me a perceptual alertness, actually, first. At 6.
Nope.
Okay, you are just focused on the opportunity to be treated as a real businessman.
Of course I fucking am.
And the bird, just eyes locked with pure hatred, looking at this dude, is screeching at it. Wings flared, trying to puff itself up. Like, scream! Football is full, by the way.
Okay, like I know it's screaming really intensely, but am I really that in depth to just ignore the amount of screeching?
No,
it is?
once it starts screeching, you notice. You didn't notice it being hostile before he started screeching.
If you would excuse me for a second, he gets like this, and I'm just going to get this quick tarp and just throw it over the cage, just to sort of
Still gonna be screaming. Put him down the room.
I know, but and just put a tarp over, get Anthony because he's probably still here.
You continue with the conversation. Sometimes you think you hear heavy breathing and shuffling from under the tarp. And then it pulls the tarp down and starts screeching again.
And this is very unprofessional of me. I am very sorry for this.
Oh, quite alright. Pets can be a struggle. I don't even keep a dog by now anymore. It's too much trouble in our line of work.
Anthony, can you please just move Sly to one of the rooms somewhere?
When Anthony comes out of where he's chatting with this dude's butler and starts to move the bird starts screaming, "No!"
Wait, actual human no?
Yeah. He's probably heard no before, but he hasn't really screamed no before. It can mimic human speech, yes. That's, I think, normal. Provided it's not speaking in a clearly sane way.
Yeah, but it's quite how to put this in normal terms? Disturbing. When your bird is being moved away and it goes no.
Yeah, it's screaming it at the top of its lungs.
I did see previously that my character would be more cautious and things, and I mean, I am with my bird, not good. But when a bird goes and does that, like, there's those obvious like signs of God. It's like maybe Zeus or Odin or somebody is just telling me something. I'm going to, when he's showing me all the papers and things, just double check everything, see if everything's, business right.
Okay. Give me a perception finance roll.
Perception finance. Shit.
Because you're looking for traps.
Understandable. Difficulty?
The difficulty is 6, but this is gonna be versus his.
Yeah, I think this deserves a willpower.
Okay.
Oh god, I don't think I can win.
Okay. You go through it,
holy
and
shit.
you keep detecting minor mistakes, and then you... Wait, this is like a tiered system. These are the easy to detect mistakes. These are the hard to detect ones. Yeah, no, there's no fucking way this is natural or him trying to screw you. This is a fucking test.
as I'm sort of looking at these mistakes and just going back and just, I see. Yeah. Well, I'll have to consider the opportunity you've given me. Some time to think, of course. Truth be honest, I've noticed some minor things here and there, but I don't want to be accusative of anything, but I will give it some thought. But I do thank you for your offer once again.
Of course. Of course. And please, when you make a decision, let me know what you decide. He says, locking eyes with you. What's your current willpower?
3.
Okay.
Spent 1.
So yeah, you'll definitely call him once you decide and tell him.
Yeah, oh, no problem there. I'm just going to as it going on, I'm not just kicking him out, basically, just having some pleasantries, a little bit more pleasantry, like for like 5-10 minutes, if he didn't just leave while he did that, and then.
Yeah, no, he leaves when you tell him to. When you go to see the bird, because I assume you do, it just starts repeating, as if on a loop to you. Danger, Will Robinson, danger!
I'm just going to, I probably did a little bit of sweating there and things. I'm just going to, take it back into the main room, see all those papers on, that are still on the, like, things, and just, like, I just look at the bird and, I saw some shit there. Thank you, Birdie. Thank you, Sly. And I take him out of the cage and try to cuddle him again. But I'm gonna be on my toes if he tries to bite me this time again. But he deserves some cuddles right now.
Okay. The bird is gonna cuddle you back.
A sigh goes out. He didn't bite me.
Give me a charisma empathy for bonding with the bird.
Difficulty?
Yes. An 8.
6?
An 8 in this case. For reasons.
Oof.
Okay. Kraft says that the bird is a werewolf.
Understandable.
Wouldn't it be one of those crow wolves instead? Not a werewolf?
You don't know, but if it was a Korax, it would have to be a raven.
You're in danger.
Yeah, no, I think I want to do one thing, like basically the day after, but I'm not sure if I should do it or just go with somebody else right now.
Well, tell me, what are you planning to do?
I was just planning to basically, the day after, I do have some very minor influence. I know I want to just do a little bit of research into the company, because I did see some very cheaty stuff, and I just want to make sure, like, is there anything else that I missed, or if there's other rumors?
Influence would fall more in line of falling in favors and getting things to happen. What would help you here with this would be more of a contacts thing. You can make a perception roll to see what else you can find. I'll let you make perception finance roll to see what you can get from publicly available data, but
Okay, difficulty?
6 as well. Yeah, no, clearly what he brought you was to a large extent the publicly available information, and it's clear that it's been misprinted or altered in some way when presented to you, but it's gonna be a hard time proving that he tried to pull one over on you, because almost all the stuff that he showed you was publicly available anyway.
So I don't think I could have, getting reminded of my own dad and stuff. I don't really think I could work with a company that just tried to, fraud me and I could have no trust in. So,
Here's the thing. You actually beat him. So you not only discovered the discrepancies, you know that it was made to look like an attempt to fraud, but was aimed at seeing just how perceptive you are.
oof.
That's the point.
Okay.
It was clearly artificial. And some of those are clearly designed to be discovered. It's like, these are the A level, these are the B level, and these are the C level questions kind of thing.
Right. Okay. Just to give everybody a time, you go with the other players, and when we come back to me, I can tell you what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Egan.
Yes.
So it's been about 4 days since you finished the custom work on the car, and there's gonna be a message left that the owner is very happy with the work, and she would like to meet you to talk about your work.
That seems reasonable. Could I have to set something up during the weekend, though, because busy.
You were done with the work 4 days ago. That we're gonna say that this is the Friday evening, so you can arrange something for like Sunday.
Okay.
The message, when you suggest Sunday, she'll just tell you that she is working on a commission. So she can only do work, do it in the evening.
Okay. That seems fine. Could I have to skip movie night then? Sad pants. Netflix and chill.
Yeah, is that more important?
No.
To
I'll just make it up to Tiff later.
okay then.
Gonna leave the dog with Tiff and then have a smoke before I go, probably.
Okay. It's probably like one of those mixed bookstore slash coffee shops, those really pretentious, like a proper hipster place of some kind that she takes you to.
Is there a no smoking indoors sign?
Probably yes.
I'm gonna have I'm gonna take a smoke. Oh, fuck. Yeesh. I'm gonna have a smoke outside. I'm gonna smoke before I drive there.
Okay. And you take
The
your
car.
car, I assume, right?
Yes. What is that next to her? Wood?
No comment.
So you like the work? You made the car pretty. It's a Toreador. Shut up.
Yes, I mean, there are a few spots where it could have come out better, but overall, it's very impressive.
I can always tune it up if you like.
I'll probably get tired of this design in a year or two. How about I come back to you then? You've definitely given me my money.
Okay, that seems reasonable. Why did you call me over, though? What did you want to chat about?
Well, I'm just curious. You're really good. Maybe, obviously, still room for growth, but you are really, really good at this. I was just wondering, how long have you been doing this?
The last... I've been doing random stuff for last decade, but mostly the last 4 to 5 years I've had my own shop. So a good while.
Well, that's certainly a start. So, yeah, I expect you're just gonna get better with time. Do you plan on continuing to do this? Do you have other plans?
I mean,
I'm sorry if I'm
work.
coming off as pushy. It's just that I'm I kind of have a weakness for people who are good at things, and I find them curious.
It's not a problem. I'm proud. If work goes well, I see myself opening a bigger shop, hiring some more people, get the business running more. And business is going pretty well, so yeah.
So, what made you decide to get into this line of work? What motivates you? I mean, clearly you're very good at it.
That's a very specific question.
Well, like I said, I have a thing about trying to figure out why some people are so very good at some things, whereas everyone else is, if you pardon the expression, for the most part, duds.
Hmm. I did dead-end jobs for a while, shifting from one thing to another for most of my life. This is the one thing that really stuck with me. It worked. And then in the end, it worked out for me. So I guess it's just something I was made to do.
Huh. Well, that's certainly something. And why don't you give me like a charisma expression roll to discuss with the obvious Toreador your passion for your art form?
Oof. Difficulty 6.
Ah, yes. Okay. Yeah, no, you end up spending half an hour with her just nodding along and you discussing different kinds of engines and how to get the most out of them.
Yeet. Talk about cars and stuff. Does she seem strange at all, or just very interested?
Give me a perception empathy roll. You, I think, actually have an advantage versus her subterfuge here, unless she rolls a perfect roll.
Oof.
I mean, she might be a millennial or near enough to not matter. They're weird.
Yeah, they don't young people nowadays.
She certainly looks young. You know, maybe mid-20s. Maybe a bit older than that, but not much. Probably not 30 yet.
Not young enough to be my daughter.
Not quite, I think. Yeah, no, definitely not. But yeah, she's essentially. It's gonna be a question of how long you stay with her, because she is gonna quite happily listen to you talk about your life story and your passion for your art. Well, probably till just shortly before morning. If you let her.
I'm probably gonna get distracted with it because usually I don't talk to people disinterested in it. So probably
Okay then.
I'm gonna. How do you? I'm gonna sneak in a flirt in there. Flirt with her.
Okay, what can we... You can use charisma expression for it, if you wish.
All right. Oh come. Oof.
Ah, you're so sweet. Just laughs it off.
She's not buying it. She's playing along.
Okay then. You probably stay till the wherever you're at closes, and that's probably gonna be at like 1:30, 2 a.m. Because even hipsters don't stay up the night long. The kids need their sleep.
Hmm. I'm just gonna drive back to his apartment and sleep there.
Okay? She kind of answers the door, must clearly she was asleep. Gives you the stink eye, she lets you in, because at that point it's like just after 2 a.m.
Yeah.
If you're drunk
Gonna
and
hit
if you
the
puke in my bed, I will kill you.
No, just no. I'm just gonna sleep on the couch.
Okay then.
Just give her some space.
Okay. Enough. Nyaxi,
Yeah, I'm back.
give us
Just in
a
time.
give us a luck roll. Okay. Yeah, apparently your daughter is doing really well at school. Grades have gone up. She's getting along with kids. Not unlike those other poor wretches your wife tells you about. Some people just getting bullied, can't seem to fit in. The anti-bullying programs not really cutting it.
That's really sad. But I'm glad my daughter is doing well.
She's the one doing the bullying.
I mean, that just shows how strong-willed she is.
You know, some time is gonna pass, and your contact is gonna invite you for a night out.
Okay.
And essentially, mostly it's shop talk and discussing various culture things, and gonna need a perception empathy roll from you.
Sure.
Yours is at 6. His is higher because he's trying to actively direct the conversation. It seems perfectly natural when he asks about, you know how in our line of work we see some real writings? Oh, it'd be like weird shit like alchemy and magic in writing. What do you feel about that? Like, people actually believe this stuff, right?
Yeah, it's very fascinating.
Like, can you imagine believing that, you know, you could turn lead into gold? Or I don't know, call down lightning? That's some freaky shit,
Hmm.
right?
Well, it certainly is unusual, but then again, there's a lot people nowadays promise themselves from technology. It's not that different.
Well, yes, but technology works. This is clearly self-deception.
I mean, it seems like a similar form of outlook. Times just have changed.
I mean, I guess the vast majority of people don't really get how technology works.
Yeah.
I mean, the world would be such a weird place if crap like that worked.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, I hope he's not a mage.
If he's a
He
mage,
looks.
then suddenly, when you're getting inducted into the Hermetics, the Tremere launcher raid, congratulations, welcome to the clan.
Oof. It would be ironic.
Ironic, he could save others from the vampires, but not him. I mean, have you ever actually fantasized about what it would be like to have superpowers? There's, there's a whole slew of cartoons and shows that, I mean, people just eat this stuff up.
Well, I've always read a lot, and when I was younger, sure, I've been captivated back in my childhood.
I bet there would be a lot of catches though. Like,
Yeah, quite.
nothing is ever free. This kind of stuff, if it was real, I mean, there's no fucking way it would be that easy.
Yeah, I imagine it would be hard, and aside from that, power always comes with responsibility.
Okay, you keep chit-chatting. He marks you down for a solid 6.5 out of 10 for suitability to be Tremere. Weak-willed, but studious, and recognizes that power comes with a price. Might be okay. Okay then. So, then we have Shackle. You are gonna get a nighttime meeting of your own. So, this one is essentially the way it's presented. You're here, right, Jackalor?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, good. The way this is presented, it's less like a client looking for a job, but reading between the lines, it sounds like you might be getting a recruitment pitch from a bigger company.
Sounds interesting. If they pay well, I might take it even.
Okay. Yeah, like 10 a.m. meeting. Or not a.m., p.m., obviously.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Behold! I am a daywalker! Tremble! Essentially, it would be in the city center, so you would be able to go there after work. You might be slightly late for the bedtime story, though, if this drags on.
I think I'd read the bedtime story like an hour before then, before the meeting.
And then
Like at 9.
rush to drive back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a luck roll for traffic, and might need a drive check. Bad. Okay, give me a drive check at 7. Okay, you make it in time, but it was close. You're essentially on the dot.
A wizard never arrives late. He always arrives exactly when he means to.
Okay. She's already at the table, and she just smiles at you and offers you her hand as you approach. Kirk, I presume.
And, yes, Kirk Jacobs. You? And you are?
Carol Gorman. So, I have already eaten previously, so if you are hungry, feel free to order. This is obviously on us. So, take your pick. Now, we have a few things to discuss, so probably gonna be here an hour and a half.
That's fine. My evening is clear.
Okay, excellent. I was hoping that would be the case. So, she pulls out a folder, looks through it. I believe your experience is primarily in criminal cases. Is that correct?
Indeed, it is.
Okay, and spends the next half an hour discussing essentially your technique and me a charisma law roll to see just how well you present yourself.
Difficulty?
Straight 6. And you have
Holy
a
shit,
specialty,
law
I
is-
assume.
Yeah, law is courtroom protocol. I guess that doesn't apply.
I'll let that apply, cause you can weave in how it's important to tailor it to the judge and always be polite while getting other people to step over the line and other bullshit.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, now on to the meat of the matter. Have you ever falsified evidence?
I don't think he would.
I also don't think he would, but the question is what he says.
No, I don't falsify evidence. It's
Would you know how to if you were forced to?
yes, it comes with the job.
I see. How do you feel about the recent rash of violence that had overtaken the city?
Oh, it was terrible. Quite the. It gave good business, but it wasn't exactly very civilized.
So would you say that you are a force for civilization?
Yes,
Even though great many people would argue that you let the guilty go free?
unless they can prove that they're guilty in the room in a courtroom, they're not guilty.
I see. And how do you feel about situations where you have to choose between two evils? Say someone who is clearly innocent is on the stand and they're about to get convicted. Would you be okay with falsifying evidence in that situation to save an innocent?
Yes,
So you'd be willing to commit a crime for the greater good?
If that was the only option, yes.
I see. Well, that is certainly interesting. Give me a perception empathy roll on her. I mean, if she's recording you, you might get disbarred. If you get an asshole judge. I mean, he hasn't admitted to a crime and he isn't planning a crime. But he's admitting that he would violate his ethics. His professional ethics, if... You know. Yeah, you're essentially risking your job by saying these things. If she's a cunt.
Yeah, but I believe I believe in this, and I don't think she'd be that much of a jerk. Because
Keegan,
Hey,
you keep buzzing
you're
at
missing.
us.
oh
Keegan keeps buzzing at us. Yeah, there you go.
oh yeah, that's true.
Well, what if I told you that all of these recent attacks with the gangs moving in were coordinated by one group of people? How would you feel about them? How far would you be willing to go to stop them?
I'd make sure that they ended up in jail because they were hurting innocent people.
What if they're powerful enough to be essentially above the law?
No one is powerful enough to be above the law.
I see. What if I said that I could make you powerful enough to bring these people to justice?
I'd ask what the cost is.
Oh, exceptionally high. But the rewards are comparable. And you would have the power to make a change for the better.
Well, it would be an offer I can't refuse.
I see. Well, he stands up. I will get in contact with you. And I will let you know side. In the meantime, once we tell you what the offer actually is, there is gonna be no going back. So think carefully if you want to keep that answer as your final say. And I will say you in, say, a couple of weeks.
I'll keep that in mind.
Okay. So, Allied.
Snake, they're coming out of the walls.
Okay. Do you head to the library that same evening?
Yes.
Okay. Then I am going to need a luck die.
I'm in danger. I am in danger.
Oof.
You're most definitely in danger.
I
Oh.
still have my guns and stuff though, so I don't have Dracula anymore. Fuck! They have Van Helsing. I guess second best will do.
Okay. Your girlfriend is staying late that night, luckily for you, and they're still sorting through the books that they're moving from that wing. And apparently a few of them have been misfiled and they're trying to sort through the mess. It's annoying. So you can stay in the library for at least a couple of hours if you wish. Or you can check the book out and go home. They know you. You're one of the guys. They're gonna fudge the library records for you to say that you were here during the day. It's fine. Security might be slightly lax.
Shit. Fuck, if I leave now, it just... if I leave now, I let her to the location, and she's here. Fuck! Well, there's only one solution. I'm gonna have to stake out the fucking building and make sure she gets home.
Okay, so you're gonna stay here and you're gonna stalk your girlfriend to make sure she gets home safe.
No. I'm gonna find the book and I'm gonna go outside. And I'm gonna I guess you can look in. Like it has like proper windows, or is it like?
It's not one of the modern buildings with lots of natural light. It's one of those really solid buildings that has internal lighting and really solid construction. That's why the books are okay after the bomb went off. The wall took most of the blast.
Was it inside the building or like right?
No, it was in like, from what you could gather, it was just placed in a trash bin next to the wall.
No, I want to be in and out as quick as possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, you can watch the main entrance, or you can watch the entrance that the girlfriend usually leaves from. There's probably like a side exit for staff. It's up to you. You can watch either or.
I'll watch the staff one from quite a distance.
Okay.
You know, like prop the book up on like my on like the window kind of, but like the gun's like right there, like easy to reach, but like you can't, if you just walk by, you wouldn't like be able to really see it.
Okay. Sure.
Easy in the ignition, you know.
Okay, that. Oh.
Am I in danger?
Maybe. You're very agitated right now, I think.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you start reading, and do you skip to the good bits, or do you read from the start?
I read from the start. I need to know everything I can about my enemy.
Okay. Then, give me an intelligence academics for your reading speed. See how quickly you can skim and absorb the information. Actually, make it perception academic. See how quickly you're going through it.
Difficulty?
6. This is just, knowing how to read.
No, shit, I do know how to read. Alright.
Okay. Then, you probably reached the bit where the ghost ship full of drained bodies has arrived in London. After it, has that abrupt cut from the lawyer dude that visits the Dracula in his castle over to the action in London.
Okay.
And yeah, looks like your girlfriend is heading home.
Alright. I scan do the general scan of do I see any of the shadows fucking bobbing and weaving or shit like that?
Not yet.
Not. I'm gonna keep it casual. Just watch. Make sure she gets driving and stuff.
Okay,
You know,
I think she might be actually. Yeah, no, she probably. Perhaps she doesn't have that much resource. She might just live nearby enough that she's walking. Because gas prices are a bitch.
oh fuck.
You see her, glance around a couple of times, but it's okay. She has her magnum at her side. She's protected.
Good girl.
just making sure she gets home.
Okay. Do you get out of the car? Do you try to trail her in the car, or do you just watch until she...
I guess I'll start it up and I'll drive it like that, like when she turns the block or whatever.
Okay.
Like I'll start it up and I'll head down.
Right then.
Why do you say it like that? What?
I'm not sure what the vampires watching you would do at this point.
Even they're like, what the fuck is he doing?
I mean, they get what you're doing, they're just not sure whether to grab you now or later.
I mean, I'm in a car that's ready to drive, so.
Yeah, no, that's part of it. Okay. Yeah.
Also, do I not get an alertness roll or anything? Because they said it was like scanning around and stuff.
Well, yes, but if they had obfuscate, for example, you'd be fucked.
Really, there's no way to like just. Okay.
Obfuscate is a bitch that way. That's what makes it so useful.
Yeah, obfuscate is kind of OP.
Oh fuck! I
against
think the book
mortals.
might tell me, give me an idea to get around obfuscate.
Give me a wits drive roll to see how well you are. Oh, Alexander, but you don't have a dot of drive.
I just realized that, huh?
So give me a wits drive roll, and it's gonna be at a higher difficulty. Let's call it an 8.
Let me just spend a willpower on that. That's I apparently don't know how to drive. I thought I had a dot in that. Apparently, I'm really good at driving
Okay.
with no drive.
Yeah, you trail your girlfriend for a couple of blocks, slowly, carefully. This isn't even your car, you just broke into it. But it's okay, it looks natural. You've trailed her, she got home safe, it's okay. What do you do next? Wipe down the wheel.
I'm gonna go out towards the city limits.
Okay. You're looking for your sergeant?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm in way over my head at this point. There's something wrong here. I can't kill it. I can't go after the CIA reptilians by myself. I need Sarge's help.
Okay. You go to Herbert. Give me a perception survival roll to find his current hidey hole during the night in the dark.
So like difficulty 8 then.
Difficulty 7, but this is a contested roll.
Oh shit, Sarge. Oh well, shit, Sarge.
He's in a ghillie suit, camouflaged, and smoking. So you managed to find him by smell.
I do like the.
Shotgun snaps up towards you. Oh, you fucking moron.
Oh no, Draco! Like you make a noise and somebody else makes one back instead of like saying like, just like like red.
Yeah, no, he still calls you a moron. What you doing coming out here during the night? Almost shot you.
Sarge, I got a problem.
Well, damn right you do.
Well, I mean, besides you being mad at me,
The reptilians find you.
I met with I thought was one of their agents. They had no reflection,
Huh.
and it like every time I made a connection in my like they just smiled at me bigger, and then they tried to order me to hand over my device.
Okay, that's a botch on the self-control roll for the paranoia.
Yeah.
I think you get to roll initiative.
Oh, is he gonna shoot me?
You're clearly an agent.
What?
They clearly recruited you, and you've come to get him. He doesn't have his tinfoil on, there's only one choice. He needs to shoot you!
Get rid of the evidence.
Well, fucking time to roll with nature, Sarge. Sarge, how could you? I trusted you.
First combat of the game.
Yeah,
Somehow I'm not surprised it's allied.
Sarge, why? I didn't even know Sarge had paranoia. I thought he was gonna be a bit more like, understanding and shit, but I guess not.
I mean, he is
Oh, there goes the
understanding,
contact.
but the resistance has to survive. It's more important than any one man.
Yeah, no, I want resistance, Sarge!
So, what are you gonna
What
do?
is it?
You see him getting more agitated as you keep talking, because clearly you're saying the wrong things.
I just shut up and like I'm in danger.
Okay,
I guess I'll disarm him if he goes to like shoot me.
Do what?
I guess I'll try to disarm him if he tries to shoot me.
Okay. I even know how the disarm thing works. Leave. So,
And it goes out brawl, right?
you can use Brawl, yes, to try and knock the gun out of his hands. But he's still gonna get one shot off. I'm gonna be generous and say that he isn't in point blank.
Okay. Well, I'm probably dead then. Sarge, no.
Yeah,
Oof.
the shell enters your abdomen, and your gut is peppered with buckshot.
I'm just dead then, I guess.
You're not dead, you're
No.
mauled. You can try and drag yourself back to civilization. But Sarge, provided you don't try to keep fighting, he's just gonna kiss you on the forehead and say, "Don't worry, soldier. I'm sorry they got you, but I'll keep the fight going." And he's gonna leave you there.
Just
Am I
leaves you
bleeding
to
out?
wait it out.
Am I bleeding out, or am I just really fucked?
You're really fucked and you are bleeding, but, well, you don't have medicine. You can try to use wits at an 8 to try and stabilize the wound as much as you can. But yes, eventually, if you don't get help, you will die. It's a gut shot. So,
Wits at 8, you said?
yeah, if you don't die in a few minutes, yeah, you're able to slow what little bleeding there is, but there's probably more internally, and you've seen shots like that. It's generally a slow and unpleasant death if you don't get help. So you probably have an hour, 2, maybe 3 before your body properly shuts down, but you're gonna die if you don't get to a hospital.
I just reach into my like coat pocket, pull out like a pack of like marbles, open it, put one in my mouth, and light it. Shut it.
You could call 911,
Yeah, you could call 911.
except they might control the hospitals too. For people's reference, for those that can't see the domain alignment, Allied is bouncing between domains of like 3 different groups of vampires at this point.
I guess I should.
You literally said that you wanted a conspiracy theorist that lives out in the woods and is paranoid of talking to people.
But normally, it's normally though, you'd have like some sign or something to be like, oh yeah, no, like he's fine. But instead, I said a survivalist.
Yeah, it's not surprising him that caused him to shoot you. It was talking about that woman smiling and getting happier as the conversation went on, because if she's happy, that means her plan worked, and if her plan worked, that means that she owns you now.
So how long do I have to get back to civilization?
Couple of hours, probably.
Alright, I'm just gonna get into the card. I'm just gonna.
You are at a -2 dice, though.
Power?
I'm at -2. Oh, I literally can't even drive.
You would get 1 die.
I literally cannot drive.
I will give you. Will say like this. It's gonna be difficulty 6 drive checks to get back to the city, and you need a total of 3 successes. So, if you wish, you could just willpower the whole way. So, you're eventually gonna get there. You might be on the edge of death, but you won't die from that.
I'm gonna get to the edge of the city and call 911.
Okay, then we're gonna say that you need like 1 success.
One dice, difficulty 6.
You
Ready
can
for that
spend a
boss?
willpower to auto succeed at
Let's do
this.
Oof.
Do you want to spend a willpower on the next roll?
Nope.
Okay. You make it to the edge. The car arrives, or the ambulance, and you're probably gonna wake up after the surgery, handcuffed to the bed, because it was well, yeah, it doesn't make sense for you to own a car if you don't have
I mean,
drive.
it does. There's been people. I've known people that don't have a license and drive cars.
Yes, but it's not about not having a license. It's you probably have a license, you don't know how to actually drive is the point.
Why would that hinder me from having a car?
Because there's little reason for you to have one. But sure, we'll leave it to a luck die. The higher it is, the more likely your character is to have a car, even though he isn't properly trained in driving it.
Nope. Alright, I guess. One of
Yeah.
those fucking junkers, I guess. I fucking.
Yeah, no,
It's
not on a 2.
This is like the 3rd time it's been stolen.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a car that's gonna get you in a fuck ton of trouble. It's just enough that they're gonna be like, okay, fine, the courts are fucking overworked. Maybe he'll get, out on parole. It's, not do any actual time. They'll have to do our jobs. So,
Man, that's not even my car. I borrowed it from a friend. Fuck you mean it's stolen? Look at that.
now which of the members of that clan were actually there? Yeah, one of the doctors is gonna see you in the evening, and he's gonna question you about how the fuck you managed to get buckshot and then pass out in a car on the edge of the city. Like, what's the story? We need to know.
I'm not answering nothing. I'm not answering nothing. I want my lawyer.
Listen, I'm a medical professional. They can't use this against you in court.
I want my lawyer.
What's your current willpower?
I'm sorry, it's my current willpower. Oh fuck. 2, 4, 6. Ah, shit.
Tell me what happened.
I just shut my shut. God fucking damn it. As we all know, fucking nobody would try to stop any forms of dominate. I guess I fucking tell them what happens then.
Okay.
because I can't finish my sentence in time.
You probably give me a intelligence alertness roll to see how well you remember the appearance of the woman who originally talked with you.
Difficulty.
Difficulty 6. Okay. Ah, yes.
Sure, I sure love the fact you fucking roll before I finish my goddamn train of thought.
I mean, you shutting your mouth wouldn't have prevented him from forcing it back open.
No, and that's the thing. I was gonna say more than just that.
Okay.
Like you would normally do if you're arrested. You say, I want my lawyer, shut your mouth, and you put your head down. You don't make eye contact, and you sit there and you wait.
He would have gotten eye contact at some point.
Give me a willpower roll at 8 to see how well you're able to keep your eyes off of him. Because if you do well, that would raise the difficulty. That's a fair point. Okay, then I'm gonna re-roll that at a +2 to what it was. Because you managed to catch his face out of the corner of your eye as you're, leaning down, and yes. Wait, no, that's the wrong fucking difficulty. It's supposed to be at an 8. Yeah, no. You feel him pulling at you, and... well, that's certainly... I'm afraid we're gonna have to transfer you to the psych ward. And fails to read your mind.
I can feel the pulls though, right?
You can feel the pull from Dominate, because this is the second time it's been used on you, and you caught it she was pretty open about it originally. He's not, but you know what to look for.
What strength do you need to break handcuffs?
I have no fucking clue.
I'm pretty sure it's listed in the werewolf book, and it's ridiculous.
You know what? If you can get me like 3 successes on a strength roll, I'll let you do that. You are gonna be at wounded now. I'm gonna say that them doctoring you up and bandaging you properly is gonna effectively... I mean, wounded would still be filled, but you would be able to actually semi-move. Because,
Does Brawl come into this if I try to, like, yank it off like that?
I would say not. This would be a raw strength thing unless you can.
Wait, am I tied to a medical bed?
Yes.
Like,
you are
I can
handcuffed
just
to...
pop the railing out. Can't you just pop that railing out?
Give me a Dexcraft check instead.
Dexcraft, fuck. 4 dice, and I only...
-2, so 2. It's probably better once he steps out of the room.
I'm going to. Shit, I feel like I'd have better with a Brawl trying to... Or have larceny, so fuck. 2 dice at what difficulty?
It's gonna be 6, but you're gonna need to roll success on both to succeed before he can stop you.
Fuck.
Mr. John, I'm rather sorry about this. I'm gonna need to call someone. Because clearly, you are in deep distress and need help. Pulls out the
Is any of my
starts
clothing in the
styling.
room?
I don't think so, no. That this would be after they took you through surgery and you woke up on the next night.
What, I'm literally gonna fucking... How the fuck, what, can I still roll strength to try to get out?
Yes, but he's watching you now. Because you are fumbling with that, trying to,
I mean, he's gonna fucking, what am I gonna do otherwise? So, what's... Wait, can I intimidate him? Can I like strength brawl intimidate his ass?
You could
Like,
try
make it-
and roll strength intimidation, but given that you're tied down and he's probably one of the lizard people, unlikely he's
Difficulty?
gonna be that intimidated.
I mean, it's better than nothing.
Okay, what do you say to him? Like, what are you actually trying to get across with intimidation?
Oh no, I know I'm not. Never mind. I'm just fucking. What am I supposed to do here? I literally can't escape.
That's the point, Allied. Sooner or later, one of the vampires gets you. That's the story.
No, this is retarded because people actually do break handcuffs, and because of the retarded system, it's apparently
I told
impossible
you,
to.
you can roll strength. It's just that. But he's watching you
Difficulty?
now. It's
Difficulty?
6, and you're gonna need 3 successes. But your wound penalties won't apply to this because it's a straight
wound
strength
penalties
thing.
won't apply.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll do you a solid on this. Yeah, you can just try and break it.
There you
Okay,
go.
you snap the handcuffs, and he drops the phone. Oh my.
Is there a window here? How high am I?
You don't know there's a
Alright.
window, but you're still on the bed. You just snap the handcuffs. You could dive for the window and jump straight through the glass.
Do I risk it for the biscuit? Am I gonna have to roll a luck dice for this? Wait, no, I'm in the ice. I would be in the ICU. I would be on the first fucking floor.
You know, that makes
Didn't they move you
sense.
to the psych ward?
Not yet. He said he
I-
was going to, but he hasn't had a chance.
Yeah.
It's still the same
I
conversation.
should be on the first floor because I'd be in ICU, so I'm gonna go through the window.
Okay.
How I die.
How many dice of lethal should the shards of glass be?
I mean, considering I've been in the military, it's probably 1
Um,
because it was a panic rush.
we'll do it this way. Give me a strength athletics roll to see just how well you can smash the window in a way that minimizes the chance of getting cut.
Difficulty?
6, but this will have wound penalties applying.
2, 4. It's 4 dice at 6. Oh boy.
Okay. You know what? It's a reasonable level of success. Yeah, you managed not to get any serious cuts. You jump through the window.
You fall to your death. Game over. Oh.
No, you stumble a bit, but you're on the pavement.
Fucking roll. Oh. Alright, next step. Mason, what are the numbers again?
Here's the thing though. You're wounded and you can't move at your full speed yet. Because you're still badly hurt.
Yep.
And you will get tired eventually if a vampire's chasing you, whereas they won't.
I need a phone.
The phone.
I'm gonna get a car.
He's
And-
definitely in the medical clothes, yes. With cuts, bandages, and a crazy look in the eye.
I didn't even look at his eye. I'd probably strip those if I get around like the block or something. Still, you get to keep your boxers. So
Not after everything down to your pelvis was peppered with buckshot. Those were cut off you.
well, now I'm just gonna have to rules now.
He has so far met, with or without realizing it, 3 of the people on his list for potential sires, by the way.
This is fucking. This is autistic. I need to get home. Shit, I'm gonna have to. I'll keep them because then they can track me even harder. No, it's not safe, but it has all my guns.
He's just gonna lean up against the wall with the shotgun pointed at the door.
No, not at the fucking door. My guy's like, shit. There's so many of them. Why are there so many of these things here? Can I use Streetwise to go try to find like one of the people on the street that I know to like get fucking proper treatment and a new change of clothes and stuff?
Okay. Give me with Streetwise. This will essentially allow you to get in contact with Shaq, who will definitely be able to get you a street doctor and a set of clothes, and someone to pick you up.
Difficulty?
A difficulty 6. Keep in mind, Shaq is gonna charge an arm and a leg for a service like that at no notice.
I'm gonna spend a willpower. I've already spent. But yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay.
2 successes.
You're pretty sure the fucker might be hunting you, so you have to circle back. Maybe due to your paranoia, maybe due to common sense, like 2 times before you can get in the car where Shaq's guy is. But sure, you get in there and there's
You drive back to the hospital. Ah, fuck!
No, I'm not gonna do that to you. The vampire that was in the hospital does not have that kind of control over the street setup. But yes.
Repeat that? I derped.
The vampire in the hospital does not have that kind of control set up over the street, so you're gonna be able to get home. The street doctor will give you a bunch of drugs, tell you how to change the bandages, and come to me like in a week. I'll see how the stitches are doing, and if you feel any fucking symptoms, just get in contact with me immediately because you're probably gonna die if you don't.
Okay. Shit. I'm gonna have to liquidate my house now. I'm gonna have to move. There's a war on for us right now.
Okay. But who was next on the list? I believe Demi.
Yep.
So after that glorious happening,
I wanted to do something as in the result of the
yes,
guy.
please tell me.
Well, the dominate was, if I remember, just so I'm 100% clear, was just basically to call him to make my decision.
Once you make your decision, inform me of that decision, essentially.
Yeah, because there's one thing that I feel like I would do, and I would probably want to call him again and make another meeting at my house, but this time I want to tamper with my own files, basically, on purpose, and see if he notices this time, just so I know who I'm working with, if they're, in quotation marks, worthy, because if it was, because I saw it was on purpose by them, so if they're testing me, I want to see if I can test them.
Okay. He's gonna arrive. There's a second servant with him this time, and this one just screams bodyguard.
Fair enough. I do also want to say that due to me wanting to do this 100%, Sly is in the other room. Don't want him screeching.
Okay. I need to roll
Sly
something for Sly.
Does he break free of his cage?
I find it out of character really sad because Sly's really trying his darndest to fucking keep me alive, but I'm sorry, Sly. I don't speak.
Is he in the cage?
Yes, he's in the cage. He's gonna be staying in the cage.
He's gonna be staying in the cage.
Okay. Oh. So give me an intelligence finance roll.
Yep.
And this is contested versus his perception finance.
Yes, and since this is a test where I want to really prove my own self and see if I win, I'm going to spend a willpower for this.
Okay.
Damn it. Okay. Yeah, no.
Okay. He spent a willpower as well, and he gets essentially 2 successes, so he finds some of your traps, not all, but towards the end he just smiling at you says, "Hey, that's fair. I appreciate that."
I give him a grin, and then I just get up.
Then he rolls initiative versus Sly, who does indeed have larceny.
Oh my god.
Bruh, Sly.
Sly, no, my bro.
Demi, defend Sly with your life.
What is wrong with this bird?
Bruh, the bird ain't got no fucking time for his shit. Fucking
What is-
15 on initiative. God damn.
What is this fucking bird? I don't even know anymore.
We're gonna use this sheet, I think, for the ghoul bodyguard. Don't ask why you have those in. But they don't have weapons drawn because they did not expect a bird to just go, "Divine wind, motherfucker! Caw-caw!"
What is this bullshit?
So, Sly is a simple bird. He's gonna go for the eyes.
He is a simple bird with the. Oh shit, he went for the eyes.
Yeah, he's gonna pick up
Sly, what are you doing?
Bruh, Sly about to just murder somebody.
Caw-caw! He just rees into his face.
That's
Bruh,
like
Sly,
lethal damage because it's against the
Rem-
head.
It's
Oh, you
against
would
the
have-
eyes, so
I
it's
have-
9. It's a
Isn't
cold.
that against the head, technically?
No, because eyes are specifically a 9.
Okay.
I had a question. What the fuck is Sly? How does he have larceny?
I don't know, man.
So the
He's a bird.
vampire is blinded and flailing at the bird.
I'm going to be joining next round. But what the fuck?
Debbie, you gotta save Sly from their fucking aggression.
So Sly essentially had a surprise round, which surprised all of you. So you can add yourself to initiative now.
Debbie, remember your bird was trying to protect you.
Don't worry, I fucking know. What is this bird? This bird is so great.
Well, from his point of view, the bird's attacking just a
No, because remember
guy.
he was paranoid already, and his bird started shouting no last time he was here. I'll trust my animals over some random fucking stranger any day of the week.
I mean, that's probably a lawsuit. Your pet just blinded a businessman.
No
You gotta
Yeah.
kill him now. You gotta kill him, Demi. You can't let that knowledge get out that your bird's evil.
Because the bird is evil.
Just what the fuck, Sly?
Okay, shit. Tyler is gonna try and escape the bird, so he's essentially gonna go full defensive. And actually, yeah, no, fuck this shit. Spend 3 blood points, 1 4 auto fortitude to heal the eyes.
Oof.
Because, you know, fuck that dude. Also, apparently at least Gen 9. So not a worst possible pick. But yeah, he's just
Eight?
defending.
I'm
Wait,
I
no, yeah.
Remember 8?
He would
blood
have to be
points.
8, yes, that's true. So I guess he's 8 then.
I don't know what I can do personally, but I know what I would go for the natural reaction. I'm going to try and catch Sly.
That's a grapple and a hold.
Yes.
Wait, why are you gonna defend? Why are you gonna hurt Sly like that?
The
Dude.
soldier is gonna essentially try and split between drawing a pistol and shooting the bird.
No!
What would Sly do?
Go for the eyes on the other guy.
Yeah, go for
Sly's
the
just
eyes,
gonna
bro. Go for the eyes.
Yeah, no, that actually makes a lot of sense. He's gonna go for the eyes on the other dude.
Sly, what the?
he
Oof.
fucking hit.
Oh no.
No damage. So, Demi, give me a perception alertness roll.
Oh, okay.
At a 6, since you're looking in that direction. Yeah,
Oof.
you saw it. The eyes were just empty, ripped to shreds sockets, and then they reform in front of you. Just like blood flows in and shloop, the eyes are back.
Damn it, you know what you have to do? They're unholy abominations and are not Jewish. You have to purge them.
Birds are a +2. To hit because of their small size, I would say. Because he's not that huge. Ooh.
Welp,
Sly
bird is
dead.
dead.
Apparently
Holy
not,
shit.
because the bullet somehow passes through him without a huge splatter of blood.
What?
He just went
Eat
through
him,
the
Sly!
feathers.
Eat him!
I think Demi just dropped out of the call for a second. Let's wait for him to get back.
Draco, Draco, please stop murderizing us.
You knew this is how it was gonna go.
I didn't think they were gonna come show up in the fucking hospital room.
I
Fucking thing.
if I mean the
What is that? What is happening?
the doctor vampire was on your list of potential sires, so you went to that hospital. Sorry.
This is the only way it was gonna go.
Dark fate.
Like, I can't-
You're all gonna become vampires.
Like how I am. I want to keep up that good fight even if I'm all alone. This is so fucking insane.
I'm glad that the bird thing came up. I really am.
What is Sly? Because normal birds don't have larceny unless they're crows.
That is very much true. It might not be a normal bird since it warned him that it was a vampire.
Yeah, no, crows
No.
also don't. Crows also don't speak no. Parrots are too big to have fucking larceny as a skill.
Kraft's theory is that it's a wolf-related creature. Or familiar.
If it's a familiar, that means somebody in his family would have to be a mage, right?
Probably. I mean, there is the missing mother.
Oh, yeah. Man, I'm just gonna run away from this. I'm just gonna go to the church and pray to God for answers.
That's okay. I have some preacher vampires too for you.
Why are you like this? What the fuck? How does that even work? Texas is actually full of people that go to church. There should be too much true faith.
True faith is
There's a-
above and beyond normal devotion.
If you're in
And
2012,
like,
going to church would be going above and beyond most things here
No,
in
no,
America.
you have to believe so strongly that it actually changes the universe around you with the strength of that belief.
it's like low tier.
I'm gonna fucking develop true faith, right? These fucking creatures need to die.
I mean, like, true faith is like literal magic.
What about
Hello.
Danny?
Yes.
Yeah, no, my grandpa turned off the entire internet, like, plugged out the router, and I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, no, I'm back.
Okay, then give me a grapple check on Sly. +2 to the difficulty because he's a small creature that's moving around. Dex Brawl.
Don't betray.
Don't
Don't
worry
betray
about
his
this
trust.
amazing roll.
Attack the soldier.
Attack the soldier.
So yeah, last thing you saw before you jumped in there was the soldier shooting the bird and it passing straight through him apparently. Without spraying blood everywhere.
What the fuck?
I know. That's how the rest of the team reacted. Next turn. Tyler is gonna command you to freeze. What are you gonna do?
Well, motherfucker's shooting my bird, and that bird has much more sentimentality to me than a lot. Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna go and grapple, or basically just fucking weebishly jump at the guy, tackle, grapple, essentially.
Tyler or the soldier?
Soldier who's shooting.
Okay. Sly is gonna... Well, the soldier is gonna shoot Sly, but Sly is gonna spend his action screaming at you. Run! Save yourself! I'll hold them off!
Wait, does he actually say that?
Yes.
How much courageous am I?
I mean, your butler is still in the building as well.
He definitely heard the shot, didn't he?
Oh yes, he's probably running to the guns. He probably has like a crappy sidearm.
I mean, I find it
Better than nothing.
even though Birdie says that, I find it. First of all, it would catch me off guard, and second of all, Birdo, I think I'd still go for the soldier.
Okay. The soldier is gonna use his 9 dice to try and shoot the burb again.
Oof.
F burb.
I mean, he might have soak.
Yeah, this time you see blood spraying.
Yeah, no, I'm going for the fucker.
Okay, roll for grapple.
You know, it's one of those things where you play vampires so long that it's like, I wish I could blood buff.
Not yet, son, not yet.
Yes.
Okay, roll your strength as damage.
Strength +1, right? Because like the extra successes.
Not on a grapple. Those are weird. We need to take a look at those rules at some point anyway, but yeah.
You just see a lanky motherfucker just go and re at the guy.
It's like slamming into a wall of muscle.
But he is grappled now, is he?
He is. And I'm gonna give you a +1 to resisting dominate. What's your current willpower? Since you're not looking at Tyler directly.
I mean, it's still it's gonna be still difficulty 3 because I don't have 7 willpower.
Okay. You are frozen, and then your friend comes out,
Is this how my
And-
family was?
and he just yells out, "Drop the fucking guns!" He's holding like a 38 at them. They both just kind of laugh at him. You hear Tyler stand up and move around the two of you where you are still frozen on the ground. And I think Anthony's gonna shoot him once out of sheer nervousness because he is approaching like nobody's business. Like, give a fuck, right?
Oh, yeah.
it's not gonna be a headshot. And he misses. And then the dude is telling him to forget all about this and to go there, and you are given the night off tonight, and blah 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 blah. And yeah, with Anthony having 3 willpower, I'm not gonna roll for this because it's gonna succeed somewhat.
He could botch. He could.
Okay. Actually, the bird has 9 in manipulation subterfuge.
What?
So, having faked being dead on the ground, it flies at the vampire's eyes again.
Lie. Chris, what kind of fucking bird did you make?
I know.
It misses, but it disrupts the thing, and Andre takes another shot.
Yes.
Is it point blank now?
It is, but it's still at the chest. He doesn't realize.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Still misses.
Wow. Sucks.
You didn't roll his turn order.
That is true. But it doesn't matter. The soldier has enough of this shit. He's gonna step up, and he's gonna pop Anthony 3 times in the head with the 9mm.
No!
No.
No!
Oof.
Literally, first fucking family member death of
Oof.
the game, and it's me.
Yeah, that's already a headshot. Anthony's peppered with bullets and is like bleeding on the ground. The bird continues fighting, but I think eventually they would... What would they do with the bird?
Eat it.
Shit.
Gain its powers.
Demi, what
Yeah?
do you think the bird would do there?
That's actually a really good fucking question.
Okay, actually, I know what the bird would do. He's gonna get out the door or the window or wherever, and he's gonna raise as much fucking noise as he can to attract people so they can't do things to you without attention.
The butler's still coming, right?
I mean, that was the butler. The butler is dead on the ground, peppered with bullets.
My brother is dead!
If he gets killed, he can be embraced. Ally, that's the thing.
I thought that was his roommate. Where's the picture for the butler?
It's both.
He lives
Oh.
with his butler. His daddy hired him a friend.
The f-
Okay. So the bird is making as much noise as possible, and Tyler's like, fuck! Looks at Diego. Fuck! We need to leave, get him! So you're rushing towards the car, and the bird, in its wounded state, is trying to just raise as much noise as possible. Demi, give me a perception awareness roll at 8. I know you don't have awareness, but... So, you know, just straight up perception.
You said difficulty 8?
Yes.
No.
No idea. There's sirens in the distance, neighbors looking out. The vampire's like, fuck, fuck, fuck! How could this happen? Shit, it's not supposed to go like this!
You know, this is how we feel as a neonate, really. Fuck, how did this happen?
Wait, we're smarter than this! So, Demi, you have discovered what your connection to the supernatural was. How does it feel?
I mean, that was kind of the most obvious thing, but I didn't want to believe it because it was so obvious. But bird, what the fuck?
Okay. Well, the burb is gonna try and follow, but I think we're gonna, for the narrative's sake, say that eventually it falls behind because it got hurt.
Yeah.
And I guess we move on to Egan.
Oof.
Essentially, in your case, the hipster wants to meet several more times. If you're willing to meet with her again.
I guess it's a little weird, but I guess she's just bored.
Okay.
So yes, I'll have at some point I'll meet up.
Okay, well, this wouldn't just be once. She would keep trying to meet you, provided you didn't do something to put her off. So why don't you give me like a charisma expression or charisma empathy roll? Charisma empathy in case you're actually feeling like you're bonding with her.
I'm just gonna do charisma expression then.
Okay. At what point would you consider not meeting her? Fourth time she invited you? 10th? 50th?
Probably after the fourth time.
Okay.
Oof.
Okay. In that case, she would, at some point, be, take a break and leave you alone for the moment. So, Egan, give me a perception alertness roll.
Hmm.
Okay. There's just this faint, weird smell in your workshop one evening when you're working late.
I'm gonna check it out.
Okay, you try to track it down.
Yes.
Okay. EA. Give me also a either dex crafts or intelligence crafts, whichever it ends up being higher.
This isn't mechanical, right?
This is mechanical. This is someone evaluating your skill.
So what's the difficulty?
6.
So it's difficulty 8 went down to 6?
No. It would go down to 4. The base is 6.
Just making sure.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so you're reasonably confident. Okay. You try to track it down, and in one of the back rooms, you feel something sharp press into your lower back, and a raspy voice says, "Don't turn around."
Are you kidding me? I'm just gonna. Fucking Christ. I'm just gonna stand there and. What is this? Is this a mugging?
Yes, I want your collection of wrenches.
Oh, that's funny, dipshit.
I like you. You have a big mouth on you. Is that why the bitch likes you?
Who?
The bitch, the one you meet with in all those coffee shops.
Listen, if this has something to do with her, I can clearly tell you that I'm gonna keep talking, but I'm gonna try to quickly turn and punch him right in the face. You know,
Okay. Give me a manipulation expression roll to see how well you can. How well you can make this distraction work.
I'm gonna spend willpower on this.
Okay. Okay. Any prepared action she might have does not go off. And put yourself in initiative as you turn around, because I think that would make you pause for half a second.
Okay, it's just the initiative roll.
Yes. You're about to learn the joys of being ventral, Demi.
And I have to learn from this fuck up, who I beat twice in the finance game.
Listen, you're probably his first child. He's like a happy neo that, yay, the prince gave me permission. At last I shall pass on my lineage. And it goes like this.
Fucking bird.
It's nice to have a supernatural protector, isn't it? Even a shitty one. I mean, the Twitch chat is right. If it is a chimera, it is a relatively strong one.
Oh,
As strong as a normal changeling can generally make with extended effort.
Jesus. Bird, please.
So, she is gonna... She is gonna try and grapple you.
Oof. Okay, I'm going to just go for the punch to the face.
Okay, specifically to the face, as in you're targeting the head, or just...
Yeah, the head. Punching the head.
Okay, that would be a difficulty 8.
Yep.
It's a good thing I used that wrench, Judge. My hands are deadly weapons.
I have brawl. My specialization is strikes, so let's hope I get 10s.
Okay, I will allow this.
Goki again.
Oh my god.
Okay, roll your strength. Since it's to the head, it's +1 damage. And it's gonna be lethal, I believe.
Yep.
You also have started to sound weird, Demi. Okay.
Oh my god.
She pulls you into a grapple. Big mistake, precious. Can't let you live now.
Oh no.
Roll to soak one bashing.
Why does everyone get good story and then I just get this shit?
You did.
King, what are you talking about? I am dying over here. I literally
No,
Okay.
you got shit. I just
Use
mine was the most boring so far, honestly.
Egan, roll a luck die for drama.
Just lucky luck. Just base that luck.
Yes. Okay. You may add your dog to the initiative. If you
Yeah,
wish.
he was. Okay, I'll do that. Get him, Cole.
Okay.
Do
So,
dogs have mag damage or no? Or is it
no,
just
it's
lethal?
lethal. It's lethal. They're not supernatural.
I
She
soaked
is,
the.
yeah, that's fine. Next round, she's gonna activate Potence. Let's see how much blood she has. Right? Pretty much close to full. She's gonna activate Potence, and she's gonna rip open your throat.
No,
Oh no, Keegan!
I'm gonna try to break out the brawl.
Okay.
I mean the.
Cole, like any good dog, is gonna go for the crotch.
Okay, so it's strength brawl to break out.
Yes, contested by her strength brawl, and she has Potence active, so keep that in mind.
Ugh.
Keegan.
I'm assuming you're trying to take control of the grapple, not just break out.
I mean, he has to take in
Yes.
control, he then has the choice to either keep control or get the fuck out.
Just base difficulty, right?
Yes, but this is contested by her.
Yes.
Oof.
Welp.
Let's go.
Defender wins on a tie, she has 3 Potence running.
Oh
No.
You kidding me?
No, that's gay.
I mean, hanging out with a Toreador is gonna attract certain attentions if someone's trailing the Toreador, even one of those knights. Luckily, your good boy
Oh my-
is a very good boy.
No,
That's a
what is
lot
the
of.
animal this game?
Aw.
Aw.
Get him, Cole. Oof.
Soaks it. Ah, fucking animals.
No,
Good thing
my
I'm
God.
just coming off a cold, because that means I can actually do the voice properly. Keegan, are you ready for your destiny?
This is such garbage.
Oh,
It was
no.
gonna be one of you. It was always gonna be one of you.
Oh no.
Okay, the Potence can't be cancelled by these, is the way we rule it.
That's bullshit.
I know.
Wait, what?
But you are not dead. But you are. You take 3 lethal essentially. You are bleeding.
That's 4 ones.
I know. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But automatic success, we treat them like willpower success. They can be cancelled.
So 3 lethal.
Yes. Keep in mind, you can attack with brawl skills. It's just +2 to the difficulty if you are in the crappier position in a grapple.
I mean, I'm freaking out right now. Yeah. I don't know. With punching her, you said it would be lower difficulty, higher difficulty, or just.
Yes, it would be +2 because she's in control of the grapple currently. But let's declare for her actually first. The dog is bad news. The dog's actually dangerous. You're no big deal. She's gonna let go of the grapple and she's gonna kick the dog and activate Potence. The dog is gonna bite her again.
I'm gonna try to take control of the grapple.
Okay, in which case she's
So-
gonna not be able to punch the dog if you succeed.
Yes.
But
Well,
her Potence is active, so again, keep that in mind.
How much? How's potence work? Do you spend it per turn, or?
You
Per
spend
turn.
1 blood
Just-
per turn, yes.
Oh, just one, and you spend it. Oh, that's bullshit. Okay, yeah.
Turns out vampire powers
So what's
are
the
amazing
difficulty?
compared to humans.
Difficulty is 6, but this is contested.
You
Before.
might want to spend willpower on ignoring wound penalties.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend 1 willpower and ignore penalties.
Okay. Yeah, no, she beats you easily. But Cole is attacking.
Good doggy.
Okay, if
Holy
you kill
shit.
a fucking vampire here, you're gonna make a clan enmity flaw happen.
I know it's the dog who gets a calamity. I just defended myself.
I don't think they're gonna care. So 3 lethal goes through, you see the dog just biting off a chunk out of her leg that doesn't even bleed that badly. She just goes, "Ah, you fucking cunt!" and kicks out at it.
Oof,
Watch,
come on,
watch,
dodge,
watch,
Cole. You
watch,
can do it.
Watch.
I know.
Oof.
So, this is 6 dice. Because +1 from kick, +1 from extra success. So, a total of 6 potential bashing damage.
Botch, you bitch.
And the dog is mauled.
So?
That was the soak. The 3 dice.
Oof.
Okay, next round. She is gonna. What would she do with the dog? She's gonna kick it again. Fuck this dog. And activate Potence.
I'm gonna.
Actually, spend 2 blood points on stamina as well, because. Fuck you, cunts.
Well, I mean, how do I grapple her? She's been spending all the blood. She has like 40
Yes,
blood.
she
I
would
can't
have to
do
be
shit.
8th gen. You are actually semi-lucky on the people who got attracted to you first in terms of generation.
I mean, how she has 3 how much damage she have right now?
3. You could just run.
So if I don't want to leave the dog. He's been here to save me.
I mean, embraces are
Ugh.
sometimes tragic. People die.
So if I punch her in the head, I'm gonna need how much damage to knock her out?
You are gonna need 4 to bring her to incapacitated, but she can still just heal that. She would probably fake death at that point, but you know. But yeah, she's kicking the dog again. The dog is gonna, like the good boy he is, keep attacking her.
Could I put on my knuckles? What are they called?
You would have
Brass
to
knuckles.
split in order to do that.
Okay, I'm just gonna punch. What's better, punching or grappling? What do you guys think?
Grappling means that she is. You won't do any kind of real damage, but she won't be
I'm just
able
gonna
to attack
punch her.
the
I'm just gonna
dog
punch her.
then.
I'm gonna spend willpower.
Okay. Dog does spend willpower to ignore wound penalty, sure. So go ahead, make your rolls. Difficulty 8 to hit the head, but it's gonna be lethal.
3.
+2. Because normal punches are +0. And
I need to roll damage, right?
yeah. Wait, no. If you have an extra success, so yes, it would be +3 to your strength. Total.
So it's how much
+2
damage
to-
are we rolling with 3 strength?
6. He has a specialty for this.
Yeah, you're right. I just need
6
mess up.
dice. At 6. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Just soak everything.
She has, at this point, kind of degenerated into incoherent cursing. Fucking degenerate Toreador bitches! Die, you fucks! Actually, no. The dog goes first. Never mind, we're just gonna remember that that's what she gets if she doesn't get more damage on her.
Do it, doggo. Do it.
I'm trying to count Jackalore. So 7 dice. 4 strength, +2, +1 for the bite. Okay, so with an incoherent stream of profanity, her eyes roll back and she falls into torpor. You have made an enemy for life, Keegan. Or on life.
I'm gonna grab the nearest wrench and I'm just gonna bash its head in.
Thwack.
just until
Nothing happens.
nonstop.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. But eventually, as
Just-
you keep working on it, you notice that the body is starting to decay.
I'm just gonna breathe heavily, grab my dog, hold it tight, and then I'm gonna
The
get
dog
in the car and
passes
drive
out
to
in your arms. It's the
I'm gonna-
stress and the wounds, and it's probably bleeding internally.
I'm immediately driving to the hospital. On the way there, I'm gonna call Frank. I don't know what else to do. I'm just gonna call Frank. I'm gonna be like, the fuck. Yes, the vet. I'm going to the vet. I'll be fine. I'm just bleeding out my neck a little bit.
Okay, so by the time you get to the vet and they call an ambulance for you, please take one more point of lethal from blood loss.
Okay.
But yes, the dog is rushed into surgery and they try to stem the bleeding, and the ambulance takes you to the hospital. They kind of insist because that's a bad fucking animal bite.
Yeah, animal bite. I fucking.
So what do you tell Frank?
I'm just gonna explain Frank. Okay, so this thing just appeared out of nowhere. It was asking about some chick I was talking to. Then it had a knife on me. I was defending myself. Tried to kill me.
Whoa, whoa,
Fucking
whoa.
Christ.
What did you do, BJ?
It wasn't human, right? It wasn't human, right?
It clearly wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't human. It was a monster.
Wait.
I don't know if it was.
No. What happened?
I don't know.
Did you hurt someone?
It tried to kill me. It tried to rip open my throat. I was defending myself.
Oh, Christ. Where's the body? Just
Okay, so did it turn to dust or no?
it when you are done with it, there's just bones and rotten flesh left. It didn't decay entirely, I think, but it's pretty close. There's just bone left.
I just didn't stop bashing its head in.
Oh,
I think
Beach.
I think I
oh, I
think I
have to report this in. Beach, why would you do this to me?
It wasn't human. What are you, Frank? We need to meet up and talk now.
Okay. Where are you? I'm gonna come meet you, and I'm gonna sort this out. Okay.
Don't call anyone yet. We need to talk about this. This isn't something you talk with the cops about. I need your trust here. It's still at the shop. Frank, I need your help. This isn't just another person.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to roll a luck die to see if Frank takes his partner to the scene of the crime, or checks it
Luck
out on
die?
his own first.
I'm gonna be insistent about him meeting me.
Yes, all of that is playing into this, but it's still a luck die, cause
Okay, just
yeah.
basic luck.
Yeah.
Oof.
Okay, yeah, the sheriff is gonna.
God damn it. Kill the fucking. That dog did all the work. Good boy.
Good boy.
Best boy.
There's a gargling sound as he tries to breathe on the operating table.
Oh, fuck. What do you mean? The dog?
It sounds like there's something bubbling in his lungs from that kick that went through.
I thought I was at the hospital. How would I?
You
Where's this
go to the
after-
hospital afterwards, but that's as you're leaving the dog.
No.
I love the anguish. The pets MVP of the session. But this, I think, might be a good place to end the session. I think everyone's met at least one vampire that might end up turning them, so that's a good start.
I mean, I know I'm getting turned by that vampire at this point.
It's a
I'm
noble
so-
ventral lineage, honest. Very competent.
Literally a fuck up.
He just had a bad day, Debbie.
You know, fuck, goddamn it! I wanted to do the smug move, and I'd show how much of a fuck up he was.
It's too late now. Save your defiance for when you have the blood. Congratulations, Demi. You're getting to be a 9th gen.
I need to kill myself.
Start thinking of a feeding restriction.
Oh no.
So, since this is gonna be a fledgling game and it's gonna cover a shorter time period, there's gonna be XP awarded, but it's gonna be a slow game, so it's gonna be a base of 1 plus 1 for the lesson plus 1 extra for the MVP. The MVP, I think. I'm debating between Keegan and Allied because they were the most successful in fighting off their mommies and daddies. Keegan actually killed one, and Allied
No,
dodged
Keegan
3 separate
killed one.
ones.
Keegan didn't kill one. His dog killed one.
Oh, now you're saying my dog killed one. No, I bashed its head in.
Well, no, when you talk to other vampires, you killed one. But out of character.
I did kill one. I finished it off.
No.
That's all that counts.
That's an 8th gen that someone could have eaten. Wasted. The La Sombra are crying in their pillows tonight.
I mean, who eats something that ugly?
It doesn't have to look
Right.
good as long as it tastes good.
Fair enough.
It may look like they have
Fucking-
foods in the blood, but it's
How does
actually
lethal heal, by the way?
Slowly. You're looking at months of full recovery.
God, I
This
have
is gonna
poor
be a
lethal.
slow war.
There is a chart
Keegan
in the
would
book.
be
We will look
okay.
it up because we have 2 people that are hurt badly with lethal. But yeah. So why don't we go around the table and see what lessons were learned while we think about who is the real MVP. So, Nyaxi, what has Solomon learned?
Oof. I mean, apparently those books were worth more than I thought. And I mean, I spaced out for a while. Maybe I'm getting old.
Yeah. Not likely to get much older, though. Jackalor,
Check.
what is the lesson Kirk learned?
his son is something incredibly amazing yet dangerous. But I guess he wouldn't actually remember that, so
You just remember Primal Terror and the ripped up clothing, and it's just one big what the actual fuck.
yeah. His son is something. His son is something.
And clearly
So
you're
what-
not a
so it's
kinfolk, or are so diluted as kinfolk that delirium affects you.
Yeah, I think my wife is the kinfolk. Honestly,
Yeah,
honestly,
probably is. Might have cheated on you. Who knows?
might have, but who knows? So yeah, does that come from a lesson, or do I need to come up with something else?
That you know, something weird and powerful is going on with my son is appropriate. That works. Who's next on the list? Allied.
I'm a sad man.
Lesson learned.
Fuck, they're literally out of they're in the fucking woodwork when they have siring rights. I did not think vampires were so eager to sire.
Well,
Always
here's
seems
the
like
thing:
a-
when someone that's on the watch list has, just in case he figures out what's going on, keep an eye on him, starts acting weird, flags might be raised. They're in a hunter-rich society. They watch the people they actually work with that aren't directly controlled.
Yeah, no, but like I didn't know like they would like jump at it. I was unprepared for this. Also, contacts and allies. A difference that should be noted. Something else that I learned because I wanted Herbert to be an ally and not shoot me. But yeah.
Well, here's the thing. He has his flaw that will affect him, but essentially, as long as you're not working with the lizard people, out of character as Dusty, I'm gonna tell you this. If you go back to him and tell him, no, it was actually vampires teaching me, oh, then it's not the CIA. Thank God!
I'm gonna try to because I've experienced this twice now, and I have 2 names. So, and I remember what they look like.
You have whose name? The doctor?
The Lasombras. And I have the Maux.
I'm not sure. Did he introduce himself? He probably would have. They're arrogant fucks. So if that's it makes sense. Like, since I
have
spoke
names and
and let
faces.
you know that they were a Malk, I will add them to the visible list. So, what is your lesson specifically for your character?
In character, the home front is not safe. There are literal monsters out there that are controlling. Oh fuck! His paranoia is gonna. Literally, the home front is not a home front. It's hostile. The war's here.
I need a dead folder. I did not expect to need one for vampires already. But no, this fucker, he just went for the kill. Like, who? Honey. Oh boy.
I have a question because that person's dead anyway. Were they there just to pick Keegan up to take him to the Toreador?
Oh fuck no. She was considering turning him if he was really important to the Toreador to spite her.
Oh, and then she died. Understandable. Wow, act like a cunt, get fucking shanked by a doggo.
Dogs are no fucking joke.
Can we give the dog XP?
We will discuss that in a second. Keegan, lesson learned. Actually, it should be Demi first, but since I already asked you, Keegan, you there? You might be muted.
Yeah, careful who you talk with and who you spend all your time with.
Okay.
Survive.
And our first bouncing baby vampire boy. Lesson learned.
I should have trusted the bird.
You can fill in your clan as Ventru, your generation as Ninth, and your sire as Tyler Tran.
That's God fucking.
Bro, you should ask one of the other Ventures to adopt you when he introduces you and be like, look, my dad's a fucking failure. Please don't.
Like,
Such betrayal. No dignity.
I'm gonna say while the stream goes on, I wanted to cuck him so bad because I made more mistakes than he realized. I was gonna go and, with a pen in my hand, just point at the most obvious and biggest mistake that he missed and like, you missed this one. I get fucking cucked by a bird.
Bro, Sly, I feel so bad for. He did everything in his fucking power.
We will discuss your merits and flaws and what happens with your free freebies. It might be possible for your bird to be a supernatural friend for your vampire character.
I need Jesus.
You really do. Okay, so MVP from the players, that is. Thoughts?
Personally, I mean, you could even see in the chat. I think Keegan was just like, oof. Keegan's entire shticks.
I think no, that was the dog more than anything.
I mean, Keegan, you could hear the displeasure at the idea of being the one to get turned by Nosferatu.
No, honestly, that wasn't that was
hero.
that wasn't so bad. I was like, it's fine if I get turned. The Malkavian would have been worse for me, honestly. But no, that was fine. What was going on with that was that you see a scary monster, you don't stop until it's dust.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I was just role-playing. Fucking Christ.
That's perfectly fine. And now the Nosferatu, who are already a weakened clan, are gonna be fucking pissed at you.
Okay.
This is extra points for clan enmity.
We'll see.
How many points of survival willpower do I get back for Survivor? She
Well,
said she was gonna kill me.
given that you are still mortals, you can reset
one
your
per-
willpower to full at the end of the
Oh,
session.
Neat.
Since we're covering a large amount of time, we're gonna do it that way.
Except Demi, he's a vampire.
Well, not yet, but he's essentially... We'll play out him being captured and getting turned and what they say to him come the next session. Maybe MVP should be Demi, because he's the first one to get turned.
No, that would be a mercy point.
And I also had the first family member die.
Yeah, no,
No,
Danny is not a...
Yeah, no, that's not heroism. That's a mercy point.
In a brutal shooting, the son of this great businessman was abducted, and his butler was brutally murdered.
Oh God, Demi, you might still be saved.
Oh no, I get embraced. Daddy comes knocking. Fucking CEO of E Corporations, open up!
Calls the New World Order. The technocrats just kill you. It's handled, boss.
Son Renato will find a cure. He's got like a crack team of technocrats working on a cure.
I will note, I find it very ironic that my dad comes, hey, you need security. No, Dad, I'm okay.
Yeah, no, I hadn't thought of that. Oh. So, there weren't that many NPCs we saw, so I'm gonna hand out 1 point you can assign to an NPC for each of you. And we'll let one NPC get a max of 2. So, let's go around. Nyaxi.
I mean, can I give my point to Demi's dad?
Sure. Sure. Jackalor.
Honestly, I'll give it to Demi's new daddy.
Fuck him. He don't deserve shit.
You guys have a fetish with all of my daddies in my life?
How do you have so many dads, you fucking queer?
Fuck you.
Ally.
Stop.
Who deserves a point?
I'm torn between the fucking madman known as Sly and Dog. But because you're a fucking heartless monster and the dogs probably die because a GM can't ever let an animal fucking owned by somebody survive more than 5 minutes, I'm gonna have to give it to Sly.
The the bird was wounded too. It took a bullet through the chest.
It also took another bullet that phased through it like it was a fucking like sci-fi horror monster. So,
Okay,
Yeah,
but if you're gonna point that out, then give it to the fucking Lasombra, who has to fucking deal with all this shenanigans.
no,
that
I
I'm
will
doing.
allow the bird to take the point, sure. The bird is actually sentient and capable of learning. Why not?
Oh
Demi.
Like, do you really have to ask who I give my fucking XP point to?
Yes.
It's gonna have to be the fucking bird.
Okay. So what do we think the bird is? What's the operating theory?
Chimera.
Yeah.
I can't. If it didn't turn into a Kronos form, I'd have to say mage from. Well, no, fucking the incompetence of Demi's family shows no mage blood. So,
Or
and
The dad might in fact be a syndicate mage.
yeah, but then he wouldn't have a bird that was, a familiar. He would have something like real cooler.
Except unless it's like a specially engineered bird that looks natural.
yeah, I was gonna say that I think the Technomats have a cyborg bird.
Yeah, no, it should be a cyborg. It should have had an actual attack.
In this time frame, based on the mage books, they have stepped away from the obviously borged out things and are going for a more natural, stealthy look to hide that it's cyber.
It still should have done more than just clawed at it and did 1 damage. So I'm gonna go with a fucking.
Maybe all its points are in detecting.
Well, you know what? It fucking should have detected better.
It did detect better. Them invited the fuck back.
Literally,
What-
it instantly.
Here,
And I'm
no, here's the issue. Sure, it can detect, but can it protect? And no,
It ripped out the vampire's eyes. It's not its fault the bastard didn't know to run.
Who's now the son of a fuck up?
It literally
bird
told
was
the
a
guy
bird.
to run and he decided to go for a grapple. That's
I gotta go with the class. I gotta say it's a chimera.
okay.
I have higher hopes for Technocrat Productions.
Okay, I think Keegan hasn't mentioned what he thinks it is. Do you have a expectation for the bird?
I don't know.
And I think we still need Keegan to assign a point to a dude.
or animal.
I mean,
The bird already has two.
Yeah, but he also has his own dogs.
I'm not gonna let the dogs grow in experience. They're just animals.
I am gonna give it to.
So we're
What's his name?
Nosferatus and we give them XP.
I'm going to give it to Herbert
Herbert
for
fucking
that nice
shot
gut
me.
shot.
Herbert's like hiding in a foxhole, like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, the cops are gonna be coming for me. Fuck!
The ironic thing is, no, they're not, because I fucking didn't snitch his ass out.
Yeah, but he's paranoid, so he's now gonna go in deep undercover.
He needs to kill you before you rat him out.
It's probably too late for that. Besides, he expected you to die, so. But yeah, in any case, what are the votes for the MVP? Please, Nyaxi.
King.
Okay, Jackalor,
Keegan.
Allied.
Myself.
Okay, Demi,
Keegan.
Keegan.
So it's 3 versus 1. So if I say ally, I still win.
I don't know. It's up
Yes,
to
Why do you
me.
have to mock? Why do you mock me like that, you top gobbler?
I just vote for myself.
Okay.
Fucking Negro.
Allied, please, with the slurs. This is a Christian show.
For a server, please.
This is a Christian show. Doug, it attacks the crotch that those rot to. Okay.
Okay, Keegan, take 3, everyone else take 2.
Oh. We don't even get 3. Fuck.
Yes, because essentially, generally, the characters you see in Neonate games, they are vampires that have been vampires for 5-10 years at least. And that's, 0 XP characters. So, to keep the power scale semi-comparable, I'm gonna be growing you relatively slowly.
Our elders grow faster, but alright.
Your elders grow at the same speed, but this covers a shorter time frame. And in any case, I think that covers everything. Any thoughts, feedback, ideas? How's it working for you so far?
I was gonna-
Fucking top kick. I didn't think
I've
it
been
would happen this fast. I'll be honest.
I was bamboozled. I want an adult.
I mean,
I
yeah,
thought Herbert
fast.
I mean, you literally told him that the lizard person was smiling at you when they were mind controlling you. You didn't mention mind control, I know, but that's what he assumed was happening. I mean, he is your friend. He shot you for your own good, to keep you free, so you could die free.
Yeah, no, now I'm just gonna go back. Now I'm just gonna go back and he's gonna think I'm a fucking robot or something.
Allied, once
a
you
wizard,
get
man.
turned, I will allow you to rearrange your backgrounds and freebies up to a point, and we'll go over with everyone as to how their final spread
Can I
should
just
look.
go be an enlightened agent? Can I
You
just recover
could,
from
but
the
you
house?
ran away from La Sombre Mommy.
Can I
What?
give some advice to Allied?
Hello.
Okay, so when you go back to talk to the crazy man, all you have to do is say this one
Vampire.
lolly lule low.
What?
Come on, you guys don't really get that reference?
No.
Fucking
Nope.
Metal Gear. Come on, guys. Get good.
I have never
It's
had
been a
anything
while.
to do with Metal Gear.
I mean, if you go to Herbert again, you just need to tell him that he needs to save you, he needs to kill the head vampire. And that she's called Vivian.
Yes. Who's gonna embrace me now? Jesus Christ.
Probably the Toreadors. You literally killed an Nosferatu for them.
I mean, at this point, the Toreador you talked might be, I'm sorry, but I can't let them kill you. Your heart must live on.
Your murder of that Toreador was artistic. Those Ratu, you must be saved.
Yeah,
You know,
I won't make you roll conscience for it because to you that was a life and death situation versus a monster you don't register it as human.
Yeah.
Oh, but I had to fucking roll even though he was a ghoul.
He was a human girl. He was a Nosferatu girl.
Yeah, the person you shot looked like they were completely human. There's a vast difference. Other than the word blood thing, but that's just freakiness.
So, I'm looking at the supernatural vampire. How many Nosferatu are left now?
Well, you took out about 20% of their clan's numbers.
Oof.
They are gonna fucking hate you.
And was that the highest gen they had?
They might have another 8, but 8 is generally the max that people can roll, so they are gonna be pissed.
Jeez. 4 to go, like Nate said, I'll get through them one at a time.
Yeah,
Thank you
I
though
don't-
for eliminating my opposition.
Yeah,
Like,
You
is
can
the
tell-
prince even going to allow me to get sired at this point? Like,
I mean, if you have been approved for siring beforehand and they rushing before that can be withdrawn, they can't really complain without looking like a little bitch. A prince has to look consistent. They don't have to be consistent, but they have to appear consistent.
oof.
You did good, Keegan. You did real good. Keep
I
going.
did.
Man, do we need Jesus.
If you had rolled higher on the luck, I was gonna have a three-way showdown with the Toreador, Nosferatu, and you.
Doesn't that just end in an orgy then?
Not necessarily.
What do you mean three-way? What happened to four-way with Jenny?
No, wait, that's right. Cole was gonna get involved. It would have been a 4-way.
Cole was there
Jenny-
because of the moderate luck roll.
I
was
bring him
gonna
to
give
work.
Yeah. So
Well,
it made
normally I
sense.
just
But essentially, yeah, it was gonna be the vampire that was gonna help you if you rolled higher.
Mm.
There was a chance she might have either animalism the dog or tied it up or something. They do have the ability to compel animals with the roll.
So how fucked are we? Anyway.
Well, you're on the sheriff's list now. Because you're apparently a runner and a skilled one, so
Can I just go to my La Sombra mom and just ask her to make it quick?
you
Oh,
could.
wait, I know
You
what I-
have
yeah.
her. You have a way of reaching with her as long as you're at the phone.
I'm coming for you. Coming for you, sweet cheeks. Oh, walkie-talkie. Oh, fuck, you're right, Jack Lore. I don't. Oh, no.
What did he? Yeah, no, that's absolutely true. You are definitely a masquerade breach. The hunt is on, allied. The longer you keep this going, the more you embarrass your mom, and the more she's just gonna want to kill you to make this go away. Because she's the one that originally let you go to toy with you. But on the side note,
Publicly,
you have at this point managed to get away from the two Nosferatu that were watching you near the library as you were trailing your girlfriend. Got away from Malkavian. And yeah, no, you're definitely La Sombra material.
So if she can get away with ganking me, she'll do it. She'll gank me if there's people around me, but otherwise, she's like, I like that boy.
Yeah, no, I mean, she let you. I think it's no secret that she let you get away to test you, and you have done so fucking well. Mildly stupid, but oh boy, busting out of a hospital like that. I mean, that's the thing. She doesn't know about the really stupid bits like getting shot by Herbert. She just knows that you got shot somewhere and managed to still get away from a vampire.
BJ, Keegan, save me.
How am I supposed to save you?
Keegan, we gotta team up. We gotta make the vampire world hate everything.
So, Chris, a question, if I may.
Yes.
So, since I'm already basically defined what my clan and generation is, can I learn what my other potential embracers could have been?
Okay, sure. Let's do that before we wrap. There was a Gangrel, a Bruja, a Nosferatu, and a Sombra on the list.
Oh shit!
Why them?
You just cut out there. Can you move back to the mic?
Okay, I can understand.
Still can't hear you.
What the fuck?
Did you unplug something? Oh, there you go.
Hello?
Now we hear
Yes,
you.
hi.
Yeah, we
Okay.
can hear you.
The gangrel, because you are refusing to suck on your daddy's teat and are making your own way in the world with a small loan of $1 million, but still.
Oh, yeah, actually, that's right. Oh,
The
I'm
Bruja could use someone who can work in the more civilized circles and has access to plenty of money. And you have valuable skills. The Nosferatu, well, that's off the list because Keegan killed that Nosferatu. But you're a pretty privileged boy, fucking up your day. That's in the finest clan traditions.
Oh man, I can't wait for my sire to teach me. You know, remember that one time 5 years ago when we met in the apartment? Yup. Where's your bird, by the way?
Dad, if you don't behave yourself, I'm gonna call up my burb and he's gonna come face fuck you again. Listen here, you
And
little
La
fucking shit, you
Sombra
would not-
could have used, as a clan, another person that can move cash around and hide various safe houses in the paperwork could have been useful. And the one that was gonna embrace you doesn't have finance skill herself, so.
So essentially, I would have been a scapegoat for anything but the Ventru. Actually, I'm still a scapegoat. Oh no.
I mean, you're gonna be someone's bitch. You're a fledgling.
Well, understandable. But it's like the question is, who am I going to be a bitch most to?
I mean, probably to the Ventru.
You probably.
You now start your 10-year journey to learn the rules.
I still have a feeling I'm gonna wreck my own sire in finance.
Does his dad know the rules?
Yes, he does. But his dad might not be the most experienced Ventru. They're not exactly a clan of old vampires in the city.
Ah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about my real dad. I'm like, wait, he's Ventru?
So let's put it this way. The assumption that this is how a fledgling's attempt to embrace goes is not that, or a neonate rather, it's not that far off the mark actually.
Yeah, no, this was perfect. Just for clarification, since my dad is a big guy, call my real dad Dad and my fake dad Sugar Daddy.
No, I'm gonna call your dad Dad and your other dad Dad.
Why are you like this, Allied?
Because you have two dads now. You got one of them gay families.
Okay,
Actually,
I think at this point we have covered everything we need to, and I can stop the stream and the recording. Quite happy with how this went.
It was fun. Horrifying, but fun.
Very fun indeed.
Ah, thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
Ugh.
Demi, before we
Hey,
end, I
Demi.
want to hear you say it. Oh, how good am I as an ST?
Harder dad.
Well, considering the amount of bullshit that happened and the craziness and the things, I'm gonna have to say that you're about a 3.2 out of 10.
You know, from you, that's a compliment. I'll take it.
Well, you were previously 3.
Then you can't do that. Is that why it's a compliment?
I